A woman went missing while in port in San Francisco. And John Heald, brand ambassador for Carnivals, answering to a bunch of rumors. Let's chat about it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Adventures Calling Us. Hope you're having a fantastic week, and I'm having a great day. It's hump day today. The week is almost over, and it's Easter weekend, right? Family festivities this weekend, and it's just going to be in Arizona here. The weather's starting to turn beautiful and a little chilly in the mornings, but super nice in the afternoons, and we're enjoying it because pretty soon here we're going to be in 115, 120 degree heat, and we're going to be missing the days of today. So we're loving it. It's Wednesday. Hope you're having a great day. And yeah, let's jump right into those stories. All right, so this first story is out of San Francisco, and it relates to the celebrity solstice and a woman who actually went missing while they were docked in port. So here's the story. Celebrity Solstice was docked in Pier 27 in San Francisco. They were scheduled for an overnight stop, and a passenger went missing. Passenger went off of the ship, and they were due back at 6 p.m. I believe the ship docked on Sunday, and they were due back at 6 p.m. and the individual did not return. So Elena Marie Adams was sailing on the Celebrity Solstice, and they docked in San Francisco on Sunday, and they were supposed to leave on Monday at 6 p.m. and she did not return to the ship. So it looks like she was scheduled to be on this 7-night Pacific coastal cruise, and when she didn't return back to the ship, it looks like somebody reported her missing. It looks like a woman reported her missing. Perhaps somebody that she went on the cruise with. Not exactly sure. Now, at the time of the report, when the police were called, they were looking for her, and they were kind of checking her social media. They can see that she had taken selfies in a bar, things of that nature. Now, it's unclear in the story. Doesn't look like that she made it back to the ship. This was a round-trip itinerary leaving out of Los Angeles, and when she didn't return, the police in San Francisco were called for assistance to try to locate this passenger. Now, there was a photo released of this individual at the time that they were trying to look for, and the picture that was released was of her sitting in, looks to be like a cafe or something like that, with a backpack on, and she was just sitting there. So while the details of this story are kind of few and far between, it looks like around 6 p.m. when she didn't return to the ship, looks like another female called to report her missing. The police were called. They went on a manhunt, so to speak, or a woman hunt, and they went out to try to look for this individual out in the Bay Area, because that's what her last known location was, to try to see if they can locate her and get her back on the ship before the ship took off. Now, it looks like the San Francisco Police Department Special Victims Unit is the one that kind of led this investigation. They didn't think that there was any foul play, and it's really uncertain on who she was actually hanging around San Francisco with during the day. And again, little known facts. All they know is that the woman who called and reported her missing was another female, and it looks to be maybe somebody that probably was with her on the cruise and didn't see her come back, or I'm not exactly sure. So while the details of this are few and far between, it does look like the woman has come forward since the report, and she is safe and sound, which is good. So here's my public service announcement on cruises. We've all seen the pier runners. We've seen the people trying to get to the ship because they're running late. They had too many margaritas, too many shots at the bar. They went shopping for far too long. They didn't realize that, you know, they couldn't spend all day at the pier or the port, or they thought that maybe because you stopped at the port that, you know, that gave you free rein to do whatever you want and go wherever you want and do whatever you want for however long you want. Look, here's the deal. Be back at the ship, people, when it's time to leave. Sarah and I have a rule of thumb. We're back on that ship an hour or two before it even departs. We don't screw around. We don't mess around. We want to be back on, not rushing, relaxed, on board when the ship takes back off. Because here's the deal. Not only are you going to cause a ruckus with you not being on the ship, you're going to inconvenience everybody on that ship. Just be back on the ship, people. It's not that hard. It's not that difficult. Now, look, I don't know what the details were. Sometimes people get off these ships and maybe they don't want to get back on. Maybe there's other circumstances. I'm not exactly sure what happened with her. But if it's a case where she just lost track of time, whatever the case may be, you know, that happens all the time, but it's an inconvenience to everybody, right? So just be back on the ship. All right, so let's talk about Carnival Cruise Lines. It looks like John Heald, brand ambassador, is out there debunking all kinds of rumors. He's chopping them up, people chopping up the rumors. There's all kinds of rumors flying around on the internet, all over YouTube, all over news stories, all that stuff. So let's talk about these rumors. What's out there, what's being debunked, what's the deal, right? So the first rumor out there is that Guy's Burgers and Fries is going to start charging you to customize your burger. going to start, charging you for those extra toppings, going to start charging you to kind of customize it. Now, if you've been on a Carnival Cruise and you've been to Guy's Burgers, you know one of the biggest attractions of this eating venue is the toppings bar. So you might imagine the uproar when everybody finds out that, what, you're going to start charging me to put my toppings on my burger? So John Heald came out along with his assistant and basically said, look, these rumors are unfounded, they're untrue. We are not charging you for toppings or to customize your burger at Guy's Burger Joint. So if you're out there and you love Guy's Burgers and you heard this rumor that you're gonna have to start paying for these toppings, it's debunked, not true. It looks like this started as an actual innocent April Fool's joke, which then went viral all over the internet. But it is definitely not true. All right, so rumor number 2, tablecloths. Are they coming back or are they not? So in the main dining room, if you've been on a Carnival Cruise lately, you've noticed that the tablecloths are missing. If you've been on a Carnival Cruise lately, you've noticed that every tablecloth in the main dining room, except for one ship, has been taken off. There's no tablecloths, and people are wondering if Carnival's going to some more casual eating, arrangements, or what the deal is. John Heald came out and basically said, no, tablecloths will not actually be coming back. It's a sustainability effort on the part of Carnival to try to be more sustainable. What they're saying is the cost to wash thousands and thousands and thousands of these tablecloths was just not good for the environment. And so what they've done is they've removed them, and they're not coming back. So if you're looking forward to the tablecloths coming back, you can hold your breath, but you're not going to live very long, people, because they're not coming back. So get over it and just eat your food. Do you really need a tablecloth to enjoy a meal? Eat your food. So rumor number 3. So the VIFP club, the very important fun people, I think. Not really sure, I'm not part of the club. Haven't been invited, but that's okay. So the VIFP club, people are wondering, hey, are you going to start hand delivering my gifts again to my room? Carnival, are you going to hand me my gifts? Now, John Heald has come out and said, hey, look, we've heard all the comments, the negative comments, the positive comments, but we've also heard a lot of comments about people just saying, look, I don't want all that. I'm just going to throw it away anyway. So I don't believe Carnival is really going to start looking into that just yet, because I think for them, right, just like any business, if you find out that you're giving things away and people are just throwing them away, you're not going to do it because it's a waste of money, right? So right now, they are not coming back with the VIFP gifts. So take that. All right, let's talk about number 4. Rubber duckies, people. Are you one of those rubber ducky people? We are. Do you hide the rubber ducks on the cruise ship? If you've ever seen a rubber ducky on a cruise ship, it's something that's circulating around all cruise ships. And so there's a rumor going around that staff on Carnival, when they're finding these rubber duckies, they're taking them, they're throwing them overboard. They're throwing these ducks overboard, and they're going floating in the ocean miles away, hoping they can survive and find their mamas again. John Heald says, not true. This is not true, people. Staff is not throwing these rubber duckies and throwing them overboard. That's not what they're doing. He says many of the crew actually love finding these ducks. They're just as much as you guys do, just as much as I do. They love finding these things. So why would they take them and throw them overboard? They're just not doing it. They're taking them back to their stateroom because maybe it brings them a little joy, but they're not throwing them overboard. So take that. Rumor debunked. So anyway, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. It is Wednesday. Go enjoy the rest of your day, people. Actually, by the time you see this, it may be Thursday. Anyway, enjoy. We hope you're doing great. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. We got a great giveaway coming in about a week, and you're going to want to be part of the Adventure fam in order to win it. So we love you. Subscribe. Hope you have a great day. Be blessed. Have a great Easter coming up. And look, just live in the now, people. Live in the now. Love ya. Peace.